It's a beautiful day in Canberra, and to celebrate the centenary you decide to go for a picnic. But where in our beautiful city will you go? We're hungry hackers, and our project is Plan Your Picnic. My name is Daniel, this is Andrew, Tessa and Jono, and we've taken ACT government data on playgrounds, barbecues, public furniture and toilets, and created a web app that lets you choose a picnic area based on your requirements. So say you want to cook a delicious steak, you want a playground for your kids, and a public toilet. You can use our app to look around different spots in Canberra that satisfy those requirements. Or maybe you don't have kids, and so you don't care about playgrounds. This opens up even more possible picnicking spots. But maybe you lost your picnic mat in a tragic picnicking accident, and now you need a table. And this reduces your available options again. Once you've picked a spot, you can click on it and click to get directions. Plan Your Picnic also has a Blast from the Past feature. Clicking on any of the points of interest will query Trove for some interesting things about the area where you're thinking of picnicking. Tessa, you did a lot of the Google Maps development for us. What did you find that was interesting or challenging as you did that?
Well, there are a few weird things with the way Google Maps wants its files. It's KML file format, and Google Maps requires that this be on a publicly accessible URL, so you couldn't use things like localhost. Google Maps decides to cache everything, so we had to manually change the names of the KML file every time we changed it. In the end, we got around this by adding a random number to our URL when we're calling it.
One of the interesting things that we encountered in this project was dealing with different map projections. Now, Andrew, you were the main developer who dealt with this. What can you tell us about it?
So we were looking for data on public barbecues in the ACT, and after searching around we found the data on the website of the Territory and Municipal Services Directorate, but we soon discovered the coordinates were in the Stromlo projection, which is only used locally within the ACT, and in order to use it in Google Maps we had to convert it to standard latitude and longitude using the World Geodetic System of 1984, and I ended up having to download a few GIS libraries and getting to know a bit more about surveying than I ever really wanted to know.
What possible avenues for further work on this project are there?
One thing we'd like to look into is the inclusion of more data sets, if there's more information available on different public features. We'd also like to look into building on the work with Trove, more sources for facts about regions that might be visited. Finally, we might look into further work on visualisation options, for example showing park regions on Google Maps.